Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be drawing General Iroh. Yep, General Iroh, believe it or not. And I gotta say, he's looking pretty good for his age. 70 years have passed, and what was he, 60? He must be 130 by now. And he looks it's stunning, really, how great he looks. They must have invented some sort of potion or magic. Or maybe it's some sort of water-bending thing where they pull the skin back. Okay, no, but seriously. So this person we saw at the very end of the last episode, his name is Iroh, definitely related to Zuko. We all know this. And he is the United Forces General. So that's pretty cool. I was not expecting this person. I was expecting someone else, who I'll go into detail later. Yeah, so he's named Iroh after Zuko's uncle, of course, and pretty cool to see this character. I mean, after all that happened, Lin defending the island and the kids and stuff, fighting off Equalists, and then, Lin sacrifices herself so that Tenzin and his family can get away, and that was such a downer when she lost her bending, and I knew somebody was going to lose their bending in this show in the first season. I was really thinking it was going to be Mako. I guess that didn't happen. But we'll have to see for the finale, that whole video being released. He's like, oh, Korra, and he's on the ground. And people think he's being blood-bent, which I don't really get. I mean, maybe he just got chi-blocked really bad. Like Korra did that one time and she couldn't move her whole body. So, pretty much, yeah, that's what... with that. But anyway, back to the main thing here. Yeah, so we're not really sure how he's related to Zuko exactly. Of course, he's voiced by the exact same person, Dante Basco. But let me back up a bit here. Now, who I thought I was going to see in this episode was, I thought we were going to see Zuko's daughter, because it's been confirmed that Zuko has a daughter and she's Fire Lord. I thought we were going to see her and her husband, who I believe is Boomy, which would be Aang's middle child and non-bender, who married into the Fire Nation through Zuko's daughter. If you look at his profile picture on the Avatar Wiki, you'll see he's wearing the exact same Fire Nation collar that Iroh's wearing and that high nobles of the Fire Nation wear. So that's what I was thinking. I thought we'd see those two, which would have been awesome, because I'm dying to see one of Tenzin's siblings, especially Boomy. Like, what's his relationship with him? That's who I was thinking we might see. Now, as for how Iroh is related to Zuko, there's some possibilities that it could be his son, but I'm gonna say I'm not too sure about that, because it says here on the wiki his age is young adult, but he looks at least 30 to me, or very late 20s, and I mean, that's what he looks like to me, but his voice totally threw me off. Like, what? You shouldn't have that young of a voice. I think Dante could have deepened his voice a bit, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, people are saying that he could be the son of Zuko, but I'm not sure, because Zuko's what, 87 in this series now, so, and by the looks of it, if that is his son, I'm gonna say he's 30, so that means Zuko would have had him when he was 57. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible. I think that this would be Zuko's grandson, in all honesty. Because if Zuko's 87 now, let's say his daughter is 50, the exact same age as Tenzin, or 51, that means Zuko would have had his daughter at 36, and then, she had her kid when she was 21. So, I think that's a little more plausible. And now he's the commander of the United Forces, pretty much. I'm not too sure what else to say other than this. I was really happy to see this character. It, brought me up I felt really good to see this character after, you know, the whole thing with Lynn. So, though I'm pretty sad Lynn lost her bending still. But, oh yeah, one other thing, I'm wondering who Zuko's wife is, because I don't know if you guys have been reading, you know, The Promise, which is that comic book that got released recently, a few months back, part 1, and now part 2 was released last month, and it follows what happened to the Aang and the gang immediately after the kiss in the last episode of the original series. But in the part 2, this is a spoiler if you don't want to hear it. Tough. But what happened, basically the Kyoshi warriors are watching Zuko as his bodyguards, basically, and I got a vibe in The Promise where Suki, who was dating Sokka, but she's guarding Zuko in this comic. I got a vibe she got some feelings for him or something, like some kind of romantic thing going on. You could tell. But yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about if you check that out. But I'm thinking maybe that is Zuko's wife instead of May, because in the comic May just left him. Like, there's this whole thing, and if you look, you'll read it, you'll see what I'm talking about again. And so why am I saying that it would be Suki? I mean, it's a perfect, there's this whole thing going on whether these Fire Nation colonies should stay in the Earth Kingdom in the comic. And this is Zuko, this is a perfect thing for Zuko. Like, if he got with a Earth Kingdom girl, Suki, and had relations with her and started a family, that's how the Fire Nation colonies stayed together into the Earth Kingdom, because there's now harmony between the two nations. I mean, there's all these settlements built over the generations of Zuko's ancestors. What Sozin did, what Azulon did, and what Ozai did, that because of the Fire Nations taking over, or, you know, having those colonies in the Earth Kingdom, it built up this thing where, you know, where the Earth citizens and the Fire citizens have become one, and, you know, started families together and had relationships and professional relationships together. So it's this whole new melting pot between these two nations. And I think that's that, you know, in the comic, the Earth King wants the colonies out of there, and Zuko doesn't. And I think that'd be the perfect thing to show that there's now peace. I can believe it. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I could believe it. But, you know, it's a good plot to have peace within the Earth Kingdom there, with the Yu Dao and the other Fire Nation colonies. Also, I think Yu Dao might be the birthplace of Republic City. I'm not too sure, but I think so. Not sure what else to say here, guys, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to subscribe, comment, favorite, like it, whatever, I appreciate the comments and feedback, everything. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And, you know, other than that, I also started a Tumblr account today, which just has all the pictures, the paintings I've done so far, and some memes in high definition. And I'll leave a link in the description if you want to look at it and just see, instead of watching all my videos to watch the outcome, you can just skip to the actual outcome and you can see what they look like. Other than that, I'll also post an update on my animation project that I'm going to be doing with my own character. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and take care.
Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile, tiny shells drifting in the foam. Little soldier boy, come marching home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home.